sleepy head, get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man who got up at 4 a.m. just to play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Some have called him just a bit insane. Well, you may find him a little idiotic, but this is the only morning show you can say is really idiotic. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. We Central Illinois, morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny. 'Cause it's the Reagan Idol's morning disaster. It's good, but it doesn't matter, 'cause it's the morning master. Rock and roll and laughter. Bringing life.
All right, we are here. Good morning. Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Recon Tech. Sorry, Recon Tech. On the corner of 8th and Black in Springfield. It's Recon Tech. Call them today, 217-670-1132, and ask them about a car detail that will make your car look better than it was when it was new. Get a detail today from Recon Techs. Call 217-670-1132. How about asking for a tsunami coating? You get a coating on your car, like a 3, 5, 7-year coating. For the life of a coating, you will not have to wax your car. No waxing of the car. All you have to do is take it to a car wash. It comes out sparkly clean. Love it. It is Recon Tech and Just Beds. Just Beds, the Yawn Exterminator. Just Beds over 3120 Montvale Drive. Just Beds has a bed for you. How about that, huh? How about that?
How about that?
Now get yourself a new bed, a full-size, queen-size, king-size bed over it. Plenty of mattresses to choose from over at Just Beds. Swing on by, 3120 Montvale Drive. Pick out your mattress. Pay for it.
And then what?
Then go home. Just go home. You don't have to take a mattress and put it on top of your car like a hillbilly and drive around town. No. You just go home. And then what they do is they have it delivered to your home. Your mattress is then delivered the way it's supposed to be. It's then delivered, dropped off at your home. Delivered by professionals.
Do they just throw it on the front porch or what?
No, they just don't. They come to your house. They knock on your door, and then you let them in, and they set up your new bed.
Really?
Yeah, they walk in your house. They set your new bed up.
Huh.
Yes. They set up your new bed.
Well, they take the old bed.
Well, they dispose of it properly.
Really?
If it's a regular dirty bed, yeah, they just dispose of it.
Well, I'm talking about really, really dirty bed. I'm talking filthy.
You mean you're talking about that bed that somebody that
possibly stained.
A person would have, if like a problematic person would have.
Yeah.
You mean like someone
with issues.
Yes. Someone seated issues would have that kind of bed. Well, they would take that bed too.
Oh,
those beds they dispose of properly by throwing them in Steve's backyard.
Well, I hope those guys are just got hepatitis shot before they touch all those beds.
Like the beds with the animals on them. The beds with the rats and feces. Rats and feces all over them.
I hope those animals have a hepatitis shot.
Yeah, those poor rats. Poor Milk Dud.
Could you imagine those poor rats living in Steve's house? What they had? Oh my
I
God!
don't have fucking rats in my house.
Imagine what they have.
Good morning, Mr. Raymond.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Morning.
Did you get rained on?
Feels good to be back. Well, it was like 100 and some odd. It's 100 and some odd degrees yesterday. Oh,
It
Yeah.
was miserable.
Spanky's here.
I got a chance to get out. I got a chance to get out and get in it yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why would you do that voluntarily?
Because I love hot water. I love hot weather.
Oh,
Love
yeah,
it.
you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
I love it. I wish I lived in an area that had 100 degrees every day. I really do.
Oh.
I would be fine.
You would
Living-
never have to worry about me coming to your house. That's for damn sure.
I
Oh,
would be
yeah.
fine living in Phoenix, Arizona,
Oh, hell
I can
no.
make that happen.
or Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh no, I can't live in Vegas.
Any of those cities that have super, super hot weather, I would be fine.
Steve's not allowed to go back to Vegas.
Exactly. Well, I'm sure I'm allowed, but I choose not to, just in case.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I would be fine. My wife has the house right now. This house is fucking freezing. I mean, god damn.
Now, see, the thing is, she used to do that. When she would set it cold, she would tell you it's for Bella, but Bella's not there anymore. So what's her excuse?
No, because that was a lie. That was a lie.
Okay.
Yeah. Please, I never fell for that lie. I'm not a simpleton. I knew that was BS. So no, this is the reason now. I go,
Because she can.
why is it so cold? She goes, she goes, we're playing even with the heat. We're trying to stay ahead of it. You know your pain after your surgery, how when she was forcing pain pills down my throat. And I'd be like, I'm fine. I don't need any more. No. You need to take the pain pills. I'd be like, no. You need to stay ahead of the pain, is what she'd always say.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And she's right about that.
That sounds like something a drug addict says, what I think. But she says, we're trying to stay ahead of the heat, is what she says.
Oh.
I go, we're staying ahead of the heat. That's what she means, is we're staying ahead of it. We're like, we're gonna cool the house so much that the heat
can't get in.
the heat cannot get ahead of it. You know what I mean?
The heat will be like, it's too fucking cold in there. I'm not going in there.
Yeah. You're right. It's because the house stays so cold.
It'll take all winter for it to thaw out.
Yeah, that the heat, even when it gets to 100 degrees, it's still not going to warm up. That way we stay ahead of the heat. That's the excuse I heard. That's the excuse I hear.
I've heard it all now.
Yeah, we're staying ahead of the heat. Just like when I was being forced to take my pain pills, I was staying ahead of the pain.
Oh.
Well, no, there's logic in that. There's not logic in the other one.
I don't know. To my wife, it's all logical. What do I know? I'm trying just to get through her grotesque phase until she gets back to her normal. Her swelling is still there.
Mm-mm.
What's she swelling for?
Oh, her entire face is.
She's having teeth issues too.
Oh, yeah, she needs to get that fixed.
My wife, she had a tooth break, and she was delayed in fixing it. She's like, "Oh, I'll get to it. You know what I mean? She's one of those I'll get to. She was staying ahead of it, obviously. And then she went to wake up Monday morning and her face had swollen up and
It caught up.
yeah, it definitely caught up. And she had to go and have emergency removal of her tooth.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it caught up. It definitely won. The tooth pain won.
I have a similar issue. I've had one over here cracked or something, and it's been bothering me for about 2 weeks. And I finally went in yesterday to get it looked at, and they said, "Yeah, there's a hole in it. We can pull it, or we can do a root canal." I said, I don't care. Whichever one you recommend." They said, "Well, we recommend the root canal." I said, "All right, let's do it." They said, "Well, the earliest it would be is Friday, but we'd rather send you out to our oral surgeon, and his office is closed till the middle of next week."
Oh, jeez.
I said, "All right, what do we have for pain?" They said, "Antibiotics."
Where? Which tooth is it?
On the bottom at the very back.
I'll pull it. Just pull it.
I chew on that side.
I'm saying if you pull it, it's only going to cost. It'll probably be less than $100. Where a root canal is going to be a whole. It'll be
That's what I was thinking. Money wise,
$3,000. Yeah.
You have to go to the oral surgeon.
I have insurance for that.
Well, I'm sure you do, but I'm sure you got good insurance for it. But the amount of pain,
No,
unless it's a tooth somewhere near the front.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a lot of teeth left back here though because of injuries. I had to have some removed, and my wisdom teeth were cut out, so there's not very many left in the back on this side. So if they pull that one, that's one less I have.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I lost a tooth on this. I lost a tooth on this side, which out of nowhere, I was eating a piece of shrimp. I was eating a piece of shrimp. You don't want to look like Steve's crack mouth. Oh, he's got no teeth left. But I was eating a piece of shrimp, and it broke my tooth. I was like, "What the hell?"
Wow.
So I gotta go and but I want to get a whole fake thing put in this side.
Yeah, the implant.
And sometimes when I smile, you can see it, which I hate. But yeah. But I'll just say, if you got a choice, just pull it and get an implant. Just get
Yeah, we went over the money yesterday, and deductible wise, it'd be the same for me either way.
Well,
so
if you handle pain okay,
I don't. I'm a little bitch.
I'm telling you, those root canals hurt like mother.
I don't have any good pain pills, so I've been using Tylenol, Oragel, and whiskey.
By the way, Caddy says the dentist started a root canal on his lower very back tooth.
Oh,
the cavity was so deep they ended up pulling it. It went from over $2,000 down to $200.
Oh wow!
But if they would have never started the root canal, it would have been probably $70.
Yep.
Oh well. Sorry to hear that.
All I know is I have to wait till at the very earliest Friday, possibly middle of next week, before anything gets done.
That sucks.
Don't you have? I gave you a big hammer.
I got hammers. I got pliers. I could do the work myself. I just can't see what I'm doing in there.
Oh, okay,
Steve can do it.
Spanky says
No,
He said Steve can do it for $22.50.
I do have some long Negroes.
I got long with curve.
Oh, curve. That's even
would be
better.
perfect.
Yeah.
Holly says she broke a tooth. I'm not sure what grammar this is. I broke a tooth. I done root canals and bridges and all that. She says I am done putting money into my teeth, and I want them all pulled and get dental implant dentures. She says she has a bad crown since the day one. The other one is the crack. her teeth went to shit when she got sick from all that vitamin deficiency. Oh man.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I don't think I ever want denture. I would never want dentures, but
I think I do.
you think you want dentures? A denture
My
sucks.
brother's got tops already. He already had all his top teeth. He's a heavy smoker, so they all rotted out. He had the cracked teeth, where he held a cigarette all the time. Those teeth died.
Dentures
Right?
seem like, don't they seem like a pain in the ass? I don't have any fake teeth, but people who have them, it seems like a pain in the ass.
I don't think so. I think they used to be years ago. I remember my dad had them. They'd fall out of his mouth all the fucking time. He'd be talking. His fucking teeth would fall out.
Well, I've also taken care of my teeth. My whole life, I've taken care of my teeth. Brushing, flossing, all that shit every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, it just sucks that you do all that work and they still, the weirdest shit, they still, get bad on you.
yeah. Well, you were talking about you were eating shrimp and broke one. I was eating Gardettos one time, the
I don't
rye
know.
chips and Gardettos, and one of mine broke off.
Yeah, the weirdest stuff. A Gully says, I hate Dennis, but now I'm drinking wine as my cat ran away. Stupid.
Well, that's totally random. Okay.
Yeah. So Gully, your cat ran away. Let me get this right. Gully's cat ran away and he started drinking wine. Are you saying that you were so upset when your cat ran away that you began to drink wine because you were upset about it? Is that what it was? Or
That's kind of what I'm hearing.
Or are you just using, or were you just drinking wine?
It's,
I think it's. I mean, if your cat ran away, it sucks. Oh, he's bereft. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean,
well,
I would hate if to lose an
Gully's from England, right?
Yeah, Gully lives in Liverpool.
And now we have Chris Lancaster who's saying hello from mid Tennessee. So between Gully and Chris, and now me with my messed up tooth, the median tooth count has dropped in our audience.
Well, we lost, but we lost Bubba, so it rose when he left.
It went back up. Okay.
Oh God.
When Bubba was hanging out all the time.
Oh fuck, Bubba.
When he was hanging out.
No.
Now we have Timu Bubba. Which, surprisingly, the Timu version has more teeth.
Thank you. I do.
Yeah.
Not by much, but I'm getting worse. These here, they're getting pretty bad. But
More teeth and fewer head wrinkles.
And Gully says, for anyone thinking it, he is not.
I never.
I don't think no one implied. I don't think even implied there's anything improper going on between Gully and his cat.
Oh my God.
I don't know where that's coming from.
Ray, did you see what Spanky said?
I'm sure if Spanky said it, I'm sure it was something improper.
He said, God bless RTQ. Remember him falling asleep at shows and he would snore with his mouth open and his teeth would fall out?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Good old RTQ. RTQ was the world's best. He started as our limo driver, and then he ended up becoming security for my band. But as a security guy, he fell asleep every performance.
Wow.
Every performance he fell. So, and everybody would joke about how, Ray, you have the worst security guard in the world. But I loved RTQ. I would have never ever gotten rid of RTQ, man. That guy was fantastic. I just loved that guy. I was so sad when he passed away. Oh well. And it wasn't just me. Like, I ended up talking the radio station and putting RTQ as one of the guys in one of the guys in charge of security for like big shows eventually.
Oh.
And people would question me and go, "Why in the hell? Why in the world did you put that guy in charge of security?" And then eventually he stopped being in charge of it, and they got a lot of guys in for security and stuff. But I loved RTQ. RTQ could do no wrong in my eyes. I loved that guy. He was just so sweet and so nice and so funny.
Didn't he? Wasn't he part of the security team at the warehouse when it was?
Yeah, he was one of the ones. He was one of the ones that first opened up. Yeah.
Because I was a bouncer at the warehouse for a while. I'm pretty sure RTQ was out there.
Yeah. He was the one who got it set up. And then when he set up, though, he was laid back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. After that, it was that guy, Allen.
Yeah.
Lefty.
Yeah, Lefty was good. Yeah. Yeah, so, and then, and Gully says, "Is that dirty hillbilly dead yet?" Hillbilly Joe would also run around. We never made him in charge of anything, but Gully wants to know if Hillbilly Joe is dead yet. No, Hillbilly Joe's still alive. Of all the people who died, surprisingly, Hillbilly Joe's still around.
Yeah, he called me an amateur when I did the thing at Recon.
Yep.
And he got posted. He called me an amateur. What a fucking amateur.
Yeah, I don't know what Hillbilly Joe's up to. I'm sure.
Well, I doubt it was he could do any better because he wouldn't really know anything about getting clean. So
I mean, Hillbilly Joe's a trip. He really, I mean, remember early on in this show, when his ex-wife called in and said that she was sexually assaulted and RTQ forced her to write. This is what eventually led to their divorce. She was sexually assaulted and RTQ, not RTQ. She was sexually assaulted and Hillbilly Joe forced her. I hate to laugh at this because it's so sad. And Hillbilly Joe forced her to write him an apology letter because she was sexually assaulted. So he forced her to write him an apology letter. And that was the end of the marriage. I think that was the point where she said no. And that's when she left. That's when she left. And she's got a really good guy now. And she lives, I want to say she lives in Texas or somewhere, but she finally got away from him.
What was she apologizing for?
That was her case. She goes, "Why the hell am I apologizing to you?" Because she was assaulted from somebody. But Hillbilly Joe said it was that it was
So wait, she was apologizing to him for someone else assaulting her.
Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Because he has issues. Yeah, he's got deep issues.
Apparently. What the fuck is wrong with that man?
So he had to apologize to her. And then she said that was the final straw. And after that, that's when she was like, all right.
Sit down.
That's when she got out of the marriage and divorced him. And now she lives with a wonderful guy down in Texas or wherever she's at. So, but I loved his wife was very nice. And then he blamed everything on her.
His wife was a Miss Kitty, was she?
Yeah, his wife was Miss Kitty.
Is Miss Kitty? Okay.
And she was really a wonderful person. And then he ended up marrying. He found some woman that was like, I want to say 30 years younger than him or something. He found a woman that was like 30 years younger than him, and he married her. And if you remember he said that he was not going to force her to swing.
Oh, yeah.
The new girl. Because
I'm-
he forced it. I don't know why I laugh at this. He forced his old wife to be a swinger. Even if she didn't want to swing, he forced her to do it.
Oh my God. No.
He obviously had a form of mental illness. I'm not sure what he had going on, but there was obviously some type of mental illness there. And he got with the new girl. And remember, before he even got married to the new girl, we had him on the show. And I remember Nikki asked him, "You're not gonna force her to be into swinging, are you?" And he goes, "No, I don't force anyone to get into anything." And then Nikki went and joined. Nikki was part of. I don't think she didn't join. She was part of some. She was part of some web.
Oh yeah.
Part of a web community where you could see all the swingers. And so she texted me one day. She goes, "You got to join this community," and I can't remember the name of it. But I get emails from it on one of my emails. So I made a fake address and I joined this community. At Nikki's urging. And she goes, "Okay, now scroll through so she's telling me what to scroll through, and I'm scrolling through this thing. Yeah, Brent says adult friend finder. So so Nikki made me go to this adult friend finder thing, right? And I went there and I'm doing what she says. She goes, "Go to this page and scroll," and I'm scrolling, and you look, and sure as hell, this big picture comes up. It was Hillbilly Joe and his new wife. So he ended up so he was flat out lying. He made the new wife get on adult friend finder.
I'm glad I missed out on the whole Hillbilly Joe era.
God, it was just.
He sounds like a total dirtbag, and I would not have liked him.
Yeah, like when Gully was on the show Breaking Curfew and Chubby Ray with me. And there was the time during Breaking Curfew when we found Joe ended up spending a bunch of money on someone to make him a website. And we ended up getting access to the website. And there was videos where he would have people have sex. But they always had to wear a mask to have sex with his wife. And somehow we found the website. And I remember I forced Gully to watch the videos, and he was traumatized.
You think they'd notice me if I wore a mask?
So there would always be pictures of his poor wife having sex with these guys wearing masks, and then there'd be Billy Joe standing in the corner watching. Yeah. It was the weirdest. It was the weirdest stuff you'd ever see.
He sounds like walking garbage.
Oh, he was really. Yeah, I can't even describe him. Brett says no one liked Hillbilly Joe, but he would laugh at him. The sad thing is he thought it was funny, but everyone was appalled. Everyone was appalled by him and how disgusting he was. But for some reason, I got a kick out of him. I loved Hillbilly Joe. Made me laugh, but never because. I don't think it was because he was super funny. It was just because he was so uncomfortable that I laughed. When I got uncomfortable, sometimes I laugh.
Yeah, it seems like a built-in self-defense.
Yeah, I got such a kick out of it. Sometimes I'll have to put some of those old Breaking Curfew episodes up so you guys can hear them, because I can't even explain my reaction to Hillbilly Joe stuff other than I was just so appalled and so uncomfortable with every situation he had.
You didn't see last night's show, did you?
No, I didn't see. What was last night's show? I didn't. What was it?
Last night was another episode of Confession Stand with Father Stanton.
Oh.
And Father Stanton was not only confessing to his own sins, but there were folks in the chat. Yeah, that's what it looked like. But folks in the chat were coming forth and confessing their sins. And then we even had we had anonymous listeners emailing Christina so we could read their confessions anonymously on the air to be absolved of their sins by Father Stanton. And it was we told everybody what happens on Confession Stand stays on Confession Stand. Yeah. So we can't tell you anything that happened. But it was illuminating.
Yeah, it was very educational. I learned what a bukkake was.
Sounds like plate number 7 at a Mexican restaurant. What did you say? What did you call it?
Steve learned what bukkake was.
Oh, bukkake. I like said bukkake.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's what I thought he said too. I think that is what he said.
We had to explain it after an anonymous viewer submitted a confession.
Yeah. So I missed last night's subscriber show.
Oh
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I have to sleep because I just, I was sleeping so much. I wish this stupid. I wish this
don't fight the sleep, Ray. Get your rest. Your body needs to heal, and it can't heal if you're up fucking around.
Yeah, my body won't let me. It won't let me not sleep. So
yeah,
I just have to sleep. So, but at least I was able to do the show yesterday.
Yeah.
By the way, my wife gets out of bed today. And she grabbed me a shirt. But I should have just gone up and got my own shirt. I mean, look at it. But I need this shirt I'll give you a couple of reasons with the whole shirt. This shirt does not fit. I mean, obviously it doesn't fit.
No.
And this is the smaller. I had two shirts like this. Okay. The other shirt was bigger. This is the smaller of the two shirts. But it's warm. It's a winter shirt.
And we know why you have to wear it.
Very thick and very warm. It keeps me nice and warm. But the house is so cold right now that I have to wear it. However, it's so big and baggy that and it's so gone. Like there's no way I'm not even gonna own this shirt. I should give this shirt to Steve or another obese person. A morbidly obese person. I have to give this shirt away. But right now my hematoma. My hematoma is leaking or something, right? I sent pictures out yesterday to my friend. My hematoma. It's leaking. So I need gauze and tape and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm too lazy to put it on. So I was just like, well.
Do you have it?
What?
Do you have the gauze and tape?
No.
All right. Well,
No.
I'll send it over. I have plenty. I'll take care of you.
But I need it, and because it's leaking, and my wife's complaining because it's getting all over. Like the shirt I wore yesterday is a very nice shirt, but
hydrogen peroxide will take the leakage out of the shirt.
Yeah.
What kind of tape do you need? I got butt fucks of tape and gauze.
He has butt fuck tape?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think anybody needs butt fuck tapes.
I got this really cool tape that you pull off in pieces about this big.
Yeah.
It's like fabric.
Yep, I got a bunch of those.
I got butt fucks and gauze too.
Yes, butt fuck gauze too.
Well, I
don't know
used to have. They used to after my surgery. I had these little strips of tape
Yeah.
put
Steri
over
strips.
the wounds, but now so many showers in, the
Right,
tape,
they fall off.
yeah, the tape it falls off, and so I do need more of it to keep everything together. But now stuff's leaking.
They gave me some women's tampons too to use.
Those are very
not
absorbent.
not tampons. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
They
pads.
were panty liners. Yeah, pads. They
So
were
I
good.
need.
I've got some Stay Free maxi pads behind here.
Well,
Shelf I can
thank
send
you.
over.
Thank you for your maxi pad offer, but not interested. So it's all gonna leak out over this shirt anyway. So I guess that's the reason my wife grabbed this shirt.
Yeah.
Other than it's warm. But
Well,
look at the size of it. I mean, good lord.
I have to go out and run some errands today, so I'll bring you by some supplies.
Yeah, but I need to do something because it's
You want fabric?
hematoma.
You want fabric tape or that latex, that plastic latex tape?
A fabric tape, I guess. I don't know, but I like some of the tape sticks to me.
Yeah.
And I don't do well with the tape. I don't think my skin reacts very well to it. So I guess the one that's easier. I think I'm allergic to latex.
Okay, I won't bring that. Then I'll bring the fabric tape.
Right. So, which thank God I don't think I wore a latex condom in my life. But I would have had, my penis would have been severe. I wore a lot of condoms when I was younger, but my penis would have been severely messed up had I worn latex or whatever.
So you wore the sheepskin.
Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I didn't have any. I don't remember having allergic reactions on my penis. But how embarrassing! Good Lord, I could not imagine. But my skin, like just the latex tape, messes it up.
Yeah, a lot of people have that issue. That's why I carry both.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Jen says that Big D's allergic to adhesive on the tape.
Yeah.
And it gives him rashes. Yeah, I get the same thing, but I also, I think it's the same thing. I get rashes around where which is why people talk about when you lose a bunch of weight, eventually you got to get some kind of skin surgery.
Yeah.
And they always say that the hardest part is getting that approved through insurance.
Yeah, because some companies consider it cosmetic.
Even my doctor has said, I'm not going to have a problem. Because they're like, my skin is they're like, trust me, you're going to have an infection that they're going to have no choice but to remove. And
they will have to for health reasons.
Yeah. So, I know eventually that's what's going to happen. So, but anyway, I have, I'm leaking from where my hematoma. I'm starting to leak from there.
What color is it?
It seems to be blood.
Okay.
Blood red, but maybe it was blood red mixed with something last night. I'm not sure what was going on, which is not good because I'm completely out of
antibiotics.
Yeah, I'm completely out of my antibiotics. So
if it's like a yellowish tinge, could be the plasma separating from the blood from it sitting for so long and it's just coming out separated as opposed to pure blood.
Okay, I just don't want an infection again.
As long as it doesn't stink, you should be. It's not really an issue. The blood has to go somewhere, so out is better than in.
It's not. There appears to be no stink.
Okay, then you're fine.
And no heat. Like when I got the hematoma, at one point the hematoma was super hot.
Hematoma. Another gross question. Does it appear to be fairly clear, or is it like thick and cloudy?
I have no idea.
Just look at it when you go over.
Yeah, I'll look at it when I go over. If it's cloudy, then we have an issue. If it's just plain clear looking, then you're fine. It has to go somewhere, and out is better than in.
Yeah, and it's going out in a shirt, so I guess it'll have to go out in an old shirt. This is an old shirt that I'm wearing. So One's going to be either thrown away or given to Steve, which is the same,
Not if he leaked the hematoma on it.
Yeah.
Why not? You wipe your damn
Yeah.
nose and face and everything else on your shirts.
Jizz marks and everything
Yeah,
else.
I'm sure. Shit.
You could, you know what? When he
You're
brings you that shirt,
dumb.
have him autograph the leakage, and you can like frame it on your wall. This is Ray's hematoma.
Yeah. Congratulations, Steve. Yep.
Jen said their insurance won't pay for Big D skin removal unless there's some infection or it's causing medical problems. You can make an infection happen, and they will have to give him the skin surgery.
Yeah.
I know
Don't
people that have
wash.
done that.
Oh, don't wash. Oh,
Don't wash.
Don't clean under the flaps. You'll get a rash, and they'll have to take it off.
oh, God. Oh, I would never. I've got to wash.
I found a new spot. It turns me on with a goose blast now.
You have a new spot. You have a new spot on your body.
And that's our show. Thank you, everybody. We got to go.
Are you saying you have a new spot in your body that when you wash yourself, it gives you pleasure?
Yep.
Where is this new spot?
Well, it's right underneath my left flap here. I get leaned over.
That's your right, dude.
Okay, my right flap. I get the goose blaster down in and lift up the flap.
Yeah.
It's
This is
with really hard water, really hot.
Really, this is really disturbing, and it turns you on.
It feels just like it does when I shoot it up my butt.
Okay, anyway, Gully says that America is mad. You have to hurt yourself or smell like cheese to get help. Yes, you are correct.
Trust me.
It's
Gully, trust me. Your insurance situation in England is much better than
our insurance here sucks. The country is actually run by the insurance companies and the pharmaceutical companies, and they make the rules.
And I know that they always talk about they talk about how long you have to wait and stuff, but trust me.
Oh yeah.
Trust me. Oh well. So this is my second show back since my hematoma. This is the second show back, and I'm feeling better. Like I felt good yesterday on yesterday's show. My wife said, "How'd the show go?" I go, "I was tired, but it felt so good to do a show." She goes, "Oh, did you guys talk about anything good?" I said, "Oh, we talked about all kinds of important stuff." Really? Like, oh yeah, we talked about all kinds.
Why do you lie to your wife? Why do you lie? She's gonna find out.
She goes, "Oh, well, give me one thing you talked about," and I go, "Oh, I can't. I just can't remember off the top of my head."
Your swollen face.
Yeah. But we did talk about some good stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, if it makes any sense, Ray, you actually sound like you're feeling better. Does that make sense? You sound like you're feeling better.
I feel, you could tell. I mean, I do feel like I can't even stress how bad I felt before. I just feel so good now, you know? So, yeah. That's I'm just happy to be back on the show.
And
we're happy. We're ecstatic on having you.
Yeah. Christina's back hurts from carrying this damn show for 2 weeks.
Well, I know Christina worked her ass off. She's working her ass off. When I was gone, I really appreciated everything she did, but I was glad. But the doctor told me to take another week off. The doctor said take another week off, and I'm like, oh, there's no way. I can't.
My back hurts constantly.
I said I gotta get back. They said you could take another week off. They said you're not gonna be awake enough to do the show. And I said, if I have to, I'll shorten the show. But I was okay.
About me.
But yeah, of course, yeah. But yesterday I was able to Yesterday I did the show just fine. So yeah. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm glad I'm back.
Good. I'm glad. Glad you're
If
feeling
I
better.
get too tired, I'll just end the show early.
Yeah,
But I didn't. Yes,
To
dude.
make sure Christina can carry your fucking show.
We go.
Here we go.
Damn
it.
Here we go.
Thank God. I'm just saying, thank God Christina carried the show. It made me happy. The Christina Morning Disaster did a fine job.
Oh, thanks. Oh.
That's all I'm saying. Like I'm secure now. I'm secure now that if I have to take off again, she's got it.
Yep. I do. I got this.
And I know how hard it is to do the show. With there are some things on the show that you have.
Oh yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
It's under control.
I know how hard it is.
we get it's under control, Ray. We got
I
you
know
back.
what you got to deal with on this show. I know it's not easy. I thank God that she, I'm glad that she was able to handle it.
Yeah. Handled it quite well. It was my pleasure.
I'll tell you something. Boy, there's one element of the show. I won't name names.
Keep my mouth shut. Okay.
Yeah, that one particular element, Ray. Christina actually mentioned that on one of the shows that she was carrying.
What do you think, Mocha? We'll just keep my mouth shut and I say a fucking word over. Fuck those people. Exactly. Sorry.
That one particular element that we won't actually mention. Christina brought it up one day. It might have been the Saturday show or something. Because there's
Spit it out.
Reading the chat. We won't say who's doing it.
Oh.
But she understands now why Ray has a problem with that particular
we have.
element.
There is a chat reader. We have a chat reader on the show, and it's a pain in the ass to have a chat reader on the show.
Yes, I see why you get so upset with this
Because
particular person.
This person does not pay attention to anything else but the chat room. And it's very, very confusing to have that chat reader worrying about ridiculous nonsense instead of the actual entertaining of listeners.
Well, speaking of the chat room, Ray, we have an important question from one of our viewers.
All right. What is the question?
Ooh.
Nancy wants to know if you had the sleeve or the bypass.
Here's what I'm sort of. I have an odd thing that happens.
Yeah.
All right. I have a weird situation that I didn't know I had, but they figured it out. I started working out in 2019, and I started working my ass off trying to lose weight through working out. And I lost weight at first, and then they said, "Yeah, you should get a gastric sleeve." And so I went with the sleeve, and I got the sleeve done, and then I got a gastric sleeve, and I was working out, and I wasn't losing weight. I was still putting weight on, and they're like, "Why are you putting weight on after getting a gastric sleeve?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And so they had to, they did more tests on me and all this stuff. It turned out that my body absorbs. I'm I forgot the actual term. I overabsorb everything.
Super absorber.
I'm a super absorber, yeah. And in my small intestines absorb everything. When regular people eat, the protein turns to immediate energy, okay? But not for me. When I eat, everything I eat turns to body fat. And my body uses body fat for energy. Okay? And they noticed that after I got the sleeve, they're like, okay, you have this, and I forgot there's a technical name, but I have a super absorber thing going on. So if I wouldn't have gotten the sleeve, I would have never found this out. And so the doctor decided, well, we could do this thing like a bypass, to where they take everything but so many centimeters of the small intestine, and they basically don't utilize. They just don't utilize it, and then so basically my stomach. They connect my stomach to the large intestine. But here's the problem. They said, listen, some people, sometimes some people in your situation, you've got to absorb nutrients and vitamins and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, a regular gastric bypass, you lose weight through malabsorption. But those people can absorb nutrition. All right. And so the big warning for me was, it was, if I can't absorb the nutrition, I could die. But they saved the small intestine to where if they have to go and do a reverse thing, they can take more of the small intestine and make sure that I don't die. So there's the issue. Is the problem would be, you know, too much malabsorption could end up causing a lot of damage. But because I'm a super absorber, they don't want my body to no longer, or to absorb everything and turn it to body fat.
Right.
They think that I've been doing, by the way, they think that I've been doing that my whole life. My whole life, I've just been absorbing everything and having it turn into body fat, which is why all my energy comes from burning body fat.
Right.
So until I get, and if anybody's ever worked out, or if anybody's ever done anything, you know, when you work out, there's an instant, when you start working out, you're instantly tired. And then eventually, like 30, 40 minutes in, then you get a burst of energy. That's when your body starts eating body fat. I have to
the second wind.
Yeah, I have to get to that second wind before anything happens. Because when I eat, it instantly turns to body fat.
Mm.
So I had to get to the second wind before I'd get to any,
right.
You know, which is why I had to work out so much. So, yeah, but now I've had, I had the sleeve, and then so now they gave me a new thing. They gave me a new, technically it was like a duodenal switch.
Mm-hmm.
But so I guess I don't know what the technical term of it is, but yeah. And then I got a hematoma on top of it. So
Hematoma.
Thank you for getting that song stuck in our heads, Ray. I want to let you know how much I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I need to get that little clip from the song My Sharona. Just get the little 20 seconds of it. Hematoma. I want to get don't we need to play less than 15 seconds before we get any kind of trouble?
I forget what the rule is. It's 15.
Yeah, I need to get
like
10 seconds or whatever, the clip, to where I can play it and not get not get in trouble. But yeah, that's so that's what I had done. I know it's a long explanation, but
Yeah, but listeners needed to know.
yeah.
So thank you, Nancy, for your question.
Mm-hmm.
Although
Thank you, Nancy.
You took so long to explain it, she probably got bored and left. But thank you, Nancy,
She might
for
have
your
died.
question.
This is my explaining it.
See, I'm sorry. I'm reading the question. I'm reading the chat room.
Oh, we know that. Yeah, I know you read that chat room.
And that's what my concern is the same thing with that Billy said he had. The bigger problem with the surgery was the lack of mental health. He still had the brain of a fat guy, but he wants to binge eat.
Yeah,
that's my problem.
That's an issue.
Who binge eats what?
Gully.
Yes, we have it confirmed. Nancy said she died.
Oh.
Well, no, I'm just saying. My thing was she was bored to death by my explanation. Might have passed away.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
She confirms it. She did die.
When he said 2019, I thought,
no, it's impossible. I got to tell you, it's impossible to binge eat with a gastric sleeve. It is impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
You still want to though, because your brain tells you.
You don't want to.
Want
no.
to?
I haven't had that issue. My brain never.
Not even something. Not
when they give you a gastric sleeve, when they give you a gastric sleeve, they basically cut your stomach out.
Right.
They take your stomach, which is this big thing, and they cut your stomach into a little, to like the size of half a banana.
Oh.
You know what I mean? They cut your stomach into like half a banana.
Damn.
And your stomach is this huge thing. And they cut it into, so you can only fit this much food. So it is impossible. And the rest of the stomach creates a hormone. This is really going to get scientific now, but the rest
Get ready
of
to
your
die again, Nancy.
The rest of your stomach creates a hormone. I hope that people use this because this is the stuff that I've learned. It creates a hormone called ghrelin. And ghrelin is a hormone that makes you hungry. All of us have it, but it's produced in your stomach. So when they cut the stomach out, they take away the part that produces the ghrelin. So you're never hungry. After the gastric sleeve, you're not hungry. You know what I mean? So there's no desire. There's no desire to binge eat.
See, now I'm kind of glad Clark was on here today because I'm a pothead too.
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what conversation he's having, but
well, read the fucking chat.
Well, God. I don't have time to read the chat. I'm just
Billy says it's not helpful. I'm a pothead. But well. I'm a pothead too. But pot doesn't make me hungry. It doesn't. I don't think it does.
I'm telling you, when you get a gastric sleeve, you're just not hungry anymore. You have to remind yourself to eat. So
I'm still
now the biggin's not alive anymore. But if the biggin was on this show, she would explain. Yeah. Well, eventually, but what eventually happens is your stomach will expand. Your stomach will expand, and the new parts that expand will start growing the ghrelin. So you got to be careful. You got to I worked out to where I'd never get, you know what I mean? I'd try to never get hungry again. And thank God I've never gotten to that point. But that's what I miss now is I haven't been able to work out, and I probably won't be able to work out for another month.
Yeah. Well, that was your food addiction was replaced by a workout addiction because you get addicted to those endorphins.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard going without that. But if you go back too soon, you're going to be leaking all over again.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I have addictions. I have addictions.
Mhm.
But like I said, I replaced food with working out. Now I just miss working out so bad. All I want to do is go back and work out, which I guess it's probably not good that I have all at some point I should work on the addictions, but oh well.
I would wait for you to get over here, Matoma.
Yeah. I do have an addictive part of my personality. So.
Yep.
But thank God I've never gotten any joy out of drugs.
Gully says he replaced his food addiction with much healthier options such as weed, walking, wine, porn, and gambling.
Well, I'm
Those are all healthy alternatives.
Yeah.
I do love gambling. Oh my God, I love gambling.
I'm not a big gambler, but I'm not gambling. I mean, I never had much luck at the casinos. Now, porn, I'm all in for that.
No, we know.
If
Did you say you're addicted to pornography?
It's a yes.
I'm addicted to it.
No, you're addicted to it.
I am going to try to figure out how I can get, because this TV
talking
that you purchased me is a smart TV, right?
Yes.
Which means I
Smart
should
TV
be able
for
to get
gamer.
internet over it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I should be able to watch Pornhub on my TV.
Oh God.
Oh God.
No, you shouldn't.
No, it can't be done.
Nope.
I can't go over there and set it up for you. No, it can't be done.
Yeah, you should not be able to watch it. No. Good Lord.
I can't go over there and put the icon on your screen so you can just go right to it. It's not possible.
Unbelievable. Yeah. But I'm addicted to sports gambling. So I think sports gambling and working out has replaced food for me. Thank God. So thank God. But I want to get back to working out because, now I got to be honest. I don't know if there's any weight because I had this hematoma.
Mhm.
I haven't been able to notice any big weight loss because I remember when Big D was on, he said that he had weight loss almost immediately after his surgeries. But he got everything done at once. He got a bypass done to where they gave him a gastric sleeve and bypassed everything all at once. But he said he started losing weight immediately. And I cannot tell because I got this football-sized hematoma that's now shrinking. So I think I'm losing weight because it's a little easier to walk.
You are.
Or it's a little easier to get up.
You're just not going to see it like we would.
Yeah. No matter how skinny you get, you're still going to see the old Ray when you look in the mirror. It's a mental thing, and it's almost impossible to get around. She still sees the big one.
Still 400-pound fat ass. So
yeah, it's you will never see the changes the way other people do.
Oh, I cannot wait till I weigh less than Christina. Oh my.
Oh, good God.
That will be a glorious day.
You probably will.
When do you remember how happy I was when I weighed less than Steve?
Yes.
To me it was. And here's the thing. I weighed less with Steve pre-surgery. Getting down under Steve's weight just from working out and eating better brought me so much joy. Oh, the amount of joy it brought to me was a gift from heaven.
Yeah, we remember.
And I'm in fact, I hope I'm smaller than Sean Balint now, but I can't get proof because he won't stand on a scale.
No.
But I will be so happy when I get less than him and Jason. Oh, when I get less than Jason, I'll be so upset. Oh my God.
Well,
I don't think you're
never going to catch me.
But one of these days I'm hoping to catch Christina. Oh my God, I will be merciless.
You will.
I accidentally started my weight loss journey with my fucked up tooth. I can't eat, so I'm on the downward trend now.
I'm telling you, it does feel good when you lose weight. I
Yeah.
do enjoy losing weight, but I enjoy losing weight not for personal reasons for me, but I enjoy losing weight because I love passing people.
Good God.
You know what I mean? I love it. I get so much joy. Katie says, start looking for a contractor now to expand those doorways to accommodate that ego. Yeah, I know. I get so much. I get so much joy out of it. There's no good. It's just pure evil that I'm getting from this. Don't be happy for me. I don't deserve anyone's happiness from this. Trust me. I just want you to know that when I lose weight, I'm doing it at the expense of other people.
That's it. I got to start a diet. I got to start losing weight
Yeah,
so
you
he
can't let
can't
him
catch
catch
me.
you.
Nope.
You will never
I
get
won't
him.
let him.
I'm not losing weight and going, oh my God, I'm part of this better community. Or no, I'm losing weight and going, oh, thank God I weigh less than so-and-so now, that fucker.
Yeah.
I'm going on a bike ride after the show.
Yeah, you can't let him catch you.
Now I weigh less than Steve. I'm so grateful. So grateful I'm not as fat and disgusting as Steve. Oh, thank God. So, but I'm just saying, that's whatever your motivation is, let it work for you. You know, right, Steve? Whatever makes you happy. Whatever drives you.
That's true. But
But you got to remember, the whole thing started because my knees, both of my knees are so bad that I couldn't walk. I was
wheelchair bound.
Yeah, I had to get a wheelchair, and being in a wheelchair sucks. Being in a wheelchair sucks. And I couldn't stand it. I could not stand to be in a wheelchair, and that was really my driving motivation. Was to get
especially when they told you would never get out of it again.
Yeah. I love shocking them now. I love shocking them now when they go, "You're not in a wheelchair anymore." I said, "No, I'm able to walk after losing. When I lost 40 pounds, I was able to walk." They're like, "You're not in a wheelchair right now." I'm like, "No." They said I have doctors that say it's impossible. And I say, no. And they go, you have no meniscus. You have no anything in between your knees. My knees are just together because of all the arthritis and stuff. And all I know is I'm not in a wheelchair.
Wasn't your real downfall? Like, didn't you? I remember this from a show. This is when I was a listener.
Yeah.
When you tripped over the rug at Fit Club.
Yeah. That's what blew my last.
It put you out totally, didn't it?
Well, I had ligaments. I had ligaments on my knee. I wasted the last ligament. So it was supposedly impossible to walk.
Right, yeah.
So I had to go into the wheelchair and everything. But somehow the arthritis is keeping my knees together.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
But even now, and my doctor has told me, my doctor said, you can get down to 150 pounds and I'm still not going to be able to walk right.
Right.
So no matter what, once I get underneath, I think once I get underneath 250 or 2 something, that's when they got to do the knee surgery.
Right.
That's the plan. Is when I lose enough weight, I got to get my knees replaced.
Right.
So, I mean, that was the real reason. The joy of passing other people, that just sort of happened. You know, that wasn't my main reason. So, you know, at least I tell people that's not the main reason. But
we know better.
We know.
I say it was the knees, but it's not.
We've got you figured out.
Yeah, we know.
It's making myself feel better at other people's expense. Actually, I wish it was sex. Having sex with, you know, I wish that if one hot person would somehow say, "Oh my God, look at him. He's so attractive." But I can't get to that part. You know what I mean? If I could just get there. I don't need to have sex with anybody else. I just need to get to the point to where they want to have sex with me.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Well,
That would be enough.
you should start with maybe getting your wife to the point where she wants to have
Oh
sex with you.
no, I don't. I'm done till I'm done till
He's turned off right now.
I'm turned. She's got the grotesque. I'm not interested now.
She's the elephant man now.
All that swelling needs to go away. Not interested. Not interested. Nope.
She's the kid from Mask now.
Take a paper sack with you when you go
Yeah,
today.
I don't think I'd be. I would not be. I don't think I could be one of those people that could handle. Like you hear about people. Like I'm married to. I have a wonderful wife who, even though I was in a wheelchair and stuff, she still loved me. Even though I got grotesquely fat, she still loved me. I am not that type of person. I'm not. I don't think I can. I don't think I could handle that. I think I would, I think my wife is a much better person than me. I'm being honest.
Obviously. I
At
agree.
least I'm honest.
Yes, this is true.
I think I'd be like, oh God, no, I can't stay in this marriage. What? What do you mean you can't stay in this? I just can't. My poor wife would go, you got the 600 pounds. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm that good a person.
We know you're not that good a person.
But
what are you looking at me for?
What if the biggin came back?
Oh, he'd be out
What
there.
would you do?
There's not room in this house for both the biggin and me.
Yeah.
One of us would have to go.
Yeah. See?
Okay, Ray.
I'm just saying, he's being honest with you. If my wife turned into a biggin, I'd be gone. There's no way.
No, I'd actually be all right with it. We just have to buy more flour.
You sick son of a bitch.
Got to roll her in flour to find a wet spot, right?
Oh. Wow.
Billy keeps leaving to get more wine. He should just bring the wine to his computer. So
I think you might want to cut back on the wine a little bit. It's just like the
He's sad. His pussy ran away. Let him be.
He's bereft.
I got to tell you, I don't think I would be, I don't think I'd handle it well. I'm sorry, but
I think Christina could gain or lose as much as she wanted, and I would be okay with that physically. But if she gained, all she would do is bitch about it, and I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah.
So it's
I would too.
You can get fat if you want to. Just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about it.
I'm so fat.
My poor wife now. It was an overnight thing. She woke up and her whole face was swollen. Oh, it's grotesque. And then she ended up having a dental emergency. But I'm serious. Her entire face has, she's had ice packs and she's taken Tylenol and everything. She's trying to do everything to get and it started shrinking a little bit last night. And I was like, oh my, thank God.
Wow.
But I still think we're days away from her looking normal. I can't be married to the elephant man. The elephant man. I just can't. I can't, oh. Like I can't be, Holly says, does D know how you feel and talk about,
Hell no, she don't. Is he breathing right now?
Is he still able to talk?
She would kill him.
Are there
This is
still
the same
words
woman
coming
that
out of his
came.
mouth?
This is the same woman that came to our party, and immediately when she sat down, says, "I do not consent." That meant anything to anybody.
I'm just telling you, I don't think this gonna be the grotesqueness is not permanent. I think my wife's regular face is coming back soon. Then she'll be fine. Then I'll be fine. So it's definitely on the way back, thank God. So the swelling of the entire face over the tooth is like even my wife's, even her lips, like I can't even describe it. Her
If
the swelling is so bad on one side, it's even her lip is either I can't even half of her face, the lip is hanging out over the other one. It's just disturbing.
oh wow,
Man.
there is a solution to this, Ray. Turn her around and get her from behind. You won't see the face.
Well, no, the solution is to continue to take your medicine and put the ice packs on your face and reduce the swelling. That's the solution. Hopefully today we're getting back to normal. Katie says, I'd like to send D a get well, my sympathy card for living.
I'll send you the address, Katie.
I adore my wife, but I'm just
not right now.
Just not, I start to lose attraction when grotesqueness.
In sickness and in health, Ray, for better or for worse.
Yes.
No, this is sickness. Very disturbing. Yeah.
Poor D.
But I can't wait till the swelling's gone. So hopefully that'll happen at some point. I don't know how long the swelling lasts from this, but
till the infection is gone.
No, there's no more infection. The infection. Katie says, "Oh, it's a sickness, all right."
It is. It definitely is, but not on D's part.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, Jen says she's heading out. Heading to Decatur. I wonder what Jen's got going on. And
her daughter-in-law is being sworn in today.
Boyfriend's girlfriend.
That's right. Yeah.
Boyfriend's girlfriend. Being a cop.
Boyfriend's girlfriend. Good for her.
In Decatur. Good for her. Good luck.
Hell, I sure as hell wouldn't do it. Hell no.
Well, that's awesome.
I like that.
And that's who her kid's been with for a while.
Yeah.
Right? Well, she must be a badass.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with her. I know fucking Decatur. I wouldn't want to mess with her. She's going to be a cop in Decatur.
She probably smacks that kid around, keeps him in line.
Probably.
Leaves him handcuffed to the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Steve's getting excited.
Yeah.
What? Do I need to break out my handcuffs?
Maybe.
Good Lord. No, I think it's good. Good for Jen. I think it's nice. Did you see that cop? That Sangamon County cop pled not guilty.
Went for his pre-trial hearing.
Obviously, yeah, he pled not guilty because trying to get a deal, or he's going to try to get the best deal possible. I don't think he's going to get one, but try to get the best deal possible.
Oh yeah,
he's got it. I mean, he's got to know he's screwed. There's no way.
Yeah. I feel bad.
He screwed himself. He screwed himself.
Right.
But
I feel bad for his lawyers because they have to try. It's their job.
Yeah.
They have to try for the best deal possible.
Yeah.
Well, the lawyers have to try to get him off. They have to.
Yeah,
they have,
you
that's
know
their job.
that they you know.
But I don't know how you get that guy off. Like they're going to try to suppress that video. There's no way in hell that anyone's going to suppress that video.
No, I told you they were going to try for suppression.
Of course they are. Yeah.
That's the entire case
There's
right
the case.
there.
There's the case. Here, watch this video. As soon as they watch the video, people are going to go, "Oh, guilty." I don't care where they try it. You could find people. You could have the jury made of people who live in the South American Amazon and have never seen human beings, that have never seen other human beings for hundreds of years, and they'd watch that video and go, "Oh, he's guilty."
Well, how are you going to get a jury? Look at this. Gully says he's heard about it. Now, is he in
I don't
the
know
UK?
how you're gonna find a jury, but they'll get one. They'll get one.
You're not going to find a sympathetic jury unless you stack the jury with racist white guys.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna get that because what the guy did was so bad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like what they could try to do is suppress the video and try to get parts of it not shown. Like they'll fight like, well, we don't need the part where he says the racist comment at the beginning of the video.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to try to get it edited.
We don't need what he says. Go hide your drugs.
Go away the drugs and all that stuff. So they're going to try to get that repressed. And
They need to experience the whole video.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, they will not be able to find a single person for that jury that hasn't seen the video.
That hasn't seen it. Yeah. And then they're going to be like, okay, they're going to try to suppress the ending of the video where he stops the fellow officer from getting
from providing medical treatment,
from trying to get medical stuff. Yeah. They're going to try to get that suppressed. But I'm telling you, there's no way that watching that video is not an automatic, it's going to be guilty.
And the dirtbag is trying to get released now because he has cancer. He wants to be released until his trial so he can receive cancer treatment. Oh, fuck you, dude. Go sit in a cell and rot.
He gets cancer treatment while he's in jail.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At the same time, if you break the law, we all have there are the same rules for all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you break the law, you can try to fight to get yourself bail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can ask for it. So he has the right to ask for this stuff. But I don't see it. I don't think he's,
In all reality, I mean, even if they do consider letting him out for his cancer treatment, he's either going to run or he's going to get murdered.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because if he gets out, somebody's going to find out where he is and they're going to smoke him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what was going on in that guy's life. I don't know.
He's a dirtbag.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what got him to the point of where he is, but
he's a racist dirtbag, and he thought he was protected by the people that he knew that got him his job.
I don't know who got him the job.
There's this crazy woman. I'm just going to take her right now. I'm just coming here.
And he went in all jacked up on his gym supplements.
Yeah, I don't know. I certainly don't know what it was that had him thinking that his actions that night were somehow correct. But whatever got him to the point to where he decided to act the way he acted, he was, it's what made him guilty. He was a very bad officer that night. Bad officer that night.
It was a whole series of bad decisions from even before they got out of the car.
Yeah. So whatever led up to that, I don't know, but there's got to be. This guy has to be sitting in his cell going, "What in the hell? What made me think?"
I'd be willing to bet he's not wondering that. He's sitting in his cell thinking, well, I did the right thing. I'm going to get off.
And I'm sure his attorney is trying to get it to where he'll get the smallest.
Oh,
where he's going to be found guilty of
of the least possible, or the least serious charge.
Least serious, yeah. But man, I'm just telling you, wow. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I certainly don't know who he was related to or whatever, or if he was related to somebody. All I know is they said the guy worked for, and this is the most problematic thing in my mind. They said the guy worked for several different police departments.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I understand, he quit rather than be fired.
Yes.
Like he had several offenses that were going to lead to him getting fired.
And as of right now, the law says, his reasons for leaving were not a good fit.
Yeah.
And as of right now, if you leave before you're disciplined, there are no disciplinary records that can be requested through FOIA.
Yeah. They need they need to do is they need to fix that. They need to they do need to fix that. You can't have officers go or anybody of any official capacity. You can't have someone go in, get a job, do something improper, and then before you get fired, quit.
Yeah. That needs to be explained in paperwork that is then subject to FOIA. People need to be able to see that.
So, because trust me, people who worked with him at those, they know, they know, and you can't talk about it. We've all worked a job, I'm sure, where somebody that we worked with did something totally improper, and then an arrangement when they left, like I work with this one guy. This guy was fired. No, it's not that guy. No, but I'm going to tell a story. At one point, I got a job. Okay. I got a job because the guy who had the job before me, I guess, he was on the air at a radio station. And they heard a skip in an album. This is back when you played albums instead of CDs. And they couldn't figure out why the album just kept skipping. Which, by the way, it was the radio station's fault that there was a skip in the album, because as a radio station, if there's a skip in an album, the first thing you did was replace the album. You call the record label and said, hey, we got to skip an album. They send you a new one out like that. They want you to keep playing the music. But this guy, it was skipping. And the person who ran the station had to drive out to the radio station to see what the hell the guy was doing. And the person ran into the radio station, and they found the guy who was on the air. I didn't see it. I wasn't there, but this is just because I got my job. But I heard it from everybody else who worked there, told me the story. Okay. They found the guy who was supposed to be on the air. He was down the hall in another studio that had a TV in it. And he was watching. Oh, for heaven's sakes. He was watching some kind of pornography on the TV, okay? That's not the worst part of this story. That's not the worst part of this story.
Oh, Lord.
He was watching pornography. Meanwhile, he was laying atop some kind of console, or there was a TV in the corner, and he was laying on this. By the way, that was Dan. If you're wondering who did that, it came from Dan. The guy was laying on this console with his legs up in the air. And he was masturbating. Still, by the way, still not the worst part of the conversation. Still not.
Oh my God, it gets worse.
It does get worse.
Say, are you sure this isn't Steve?
This is how I got a job. And I was told like 7 people when I got the job, they're like, you know how you got your job, right? And I'm like, no. And 7 people told me this. And the guy who busted him said, what the hell's happening? He breaks in, he sees the guy yanking himself to a porn movie. And the reason he was laying on this thing with his legs up in the air is because he had one of those pencils, like a big chief pencil or something, stuck up his ass.
Oh my God. This has Steve written all over it, I swear to God.
Stuck up his. So let me grab my whiteboard.
Oh no! No, please no!
Picture pages, time to get your picture pages, time to get your whiteboard and your marker.
This is how I got my first job.
No.
This is how I got my first job in radio. This is back in 1986. It's because there was a guy watching.
Now seems like a good time to pee, so I'll be back in an hour.
There was a guy watching a TV, and he was laying on a console with his legs up in the air. Masturbating. With a pencil sticking out of his rear end. I'm trying to draw a quick picture of this. So that's how I got my job. And 7 people that worked at the radio station told me about this. So he was on top of this console, touching himself improperly. Here, let's make him well endowed, just to.
Oh God. Okay, that's not Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how I got the job. But let's make the pencil more well endowed too. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the person who ran the radio station heard a Lynyrd Skynyrd album, Skipping. And he couldn't figure out why it was skipping because the guy wasn't in the studio. Let me put mics. I'll put, because the thing he was laying on was a console.
Yeah.
That had microphones and stuff, you know. That's what he was laying on. And that's how he got busted. That's why they fired him. They had to replace the guy. And that's the guy whose job I took, was the guy with the pencil in his ass.
Wow.
That's how I got my first job in the radio. I don't even know what the guy's name was. But here's the point. Everybody at the radio station knew the story. Everyone knew the story. So when they hired me, and I was like 16, well, my first job, I was like 17 or whatever. And they all told me that, you know why you got hired, right? Well, because the guy, and everybody, and I'm like, oh my God, is this official? They go, well, no, they're not. If somebody else tries to hire him and they called the radio station, why doesn't he work there anymore? They would say, they would say, all we could tell you is he used to work here and he doesn't anymore. So it wasn't the official, like if someone called wanting to hire him,
Right.
they couldn't say, well, he was fired because he had a pencil up. He had a big chief pencil up his ass. They wouldn't say that. They would just say, no, he doesn't work here anymore.
Right.
But everybody knew the reason he was fired. Like, I'm not saying that Sean Grayson, the sheriff's deputy, had a pencil up his ass. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he did something at those past police agencies to where everybody knows what he did.
Right.
But they can't.
And he should have been disciplined for it.
Yeah. But they can't say anything because. But I'm telling you, there are people out there that know what he did.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's talk that goes on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying that, and I don't know, wasn't there like 4 or 5?
Yeah, it was all Verdon, Auburn, Girard, and Logan County.
He worked at Verdon, Auburn, and Girard. Those are all close to each other.
Yeah.
He
was also in Logan County.
Departments.
Yeah, he worked
and
at all three.
He was Logan County, not Macoupin. I don't know which one.
I don't know. I thought it was Logan, but
I think it was Logan.
But then he went to Simon County.
And then, but here's the thing. Somehow he kept getting bigger.
Yeah.
He would somehow, he would act his way up to a better job every time he got fired. He went to a bigger, and then eventually he got to Sangamon County's a big district.
Yeah.
How the hell did he move up? Karen says, surely it was a number 2 pencil. Well, one would hope. I don't know. I did not see the pencil or the guy's ass. In fact, I don't even know the guy's name, but
my curious was it the eraser end or the sharp end?
I don't know.
My God.
I imagine it was the eraser end, right?
Or an unsharpened one, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't think unsharpened one I could see because that'd be kind of scratchy. I think I could handle that.
I don't think that was it. I never understood the whole pencil thing, but they said there was a pencil.
I've been looking at this Sharpie, and I think this Sharpie, I might have to experiment with this.
Would it help your masturbation?
I
have to be honest. I have definitely masturbated before, but I've never masturbated with anything in my ass.
Well, I've never done. I mean, now when Michelle and I are together, she gave me a blow, and that's how I learned. She said, "Now just relax. I'm going to do something," and it was quite fine. And she stuck her finger in my butt.
Oh no, that's never happened to me. That's never happened to me. Good Lord. No, I've never had anything in my rectum.
I'm just trying to find somebody that'll put a popsicle in my butt.
My anus is very, very virginal.
Oh.
I've never had anything in my anus.
I don't think I have either.
I mean, there's still time if the situation somehow arises, but that's never happened to me. I don't, because Steve took pleasure. He said it was very pleasurable when it happened to him. So I don't know.
Oh, I'm getting ready to. I have to shower today. I'm looking forward to it. I'm itching pretty bad. It's going to feel so good when I get the water turned up nice and hot. And put the water. And so pleasureful.
You want to leave? Go back to the bathroom.
I thought I missed all the good shit.
But what I'm saying about Grayson is that that the reason he had to leave those other police forces is because of stories like that. Something happened that everybody he works with knows what it was. But yet they can't say anything. But they know what it is. So I'm saying all his coworkers, they might not know the exact thing. Like maybe they know, well, what I heard it was blah, blah, blah. But the official reason is it gets covered up. So what they need to do is they have to switch that law or do something to where if you are going to be fired from someplace and you are somehow given a I'd rather quit than be fired. The official reason has to be marked down.
Yeah.
Because in these law enforcement cases, you can't have someone being improperly relieved of their responsibilities. And then you just can't let them leave without letting the next department that they apply to find out about it. You know what I mean?
When somebody comes to me wanting a job, I have to look at all the departments they used to work for. And we have official paperwork where you talk to that person's supervisor, captain, whatever, and there are a set of questions that have to be answered. Then if it's, you can't ask the person's opinion, like why was he let go? Well, he quit before, he can't say he quit before he could get fired. He quit. It wasn't a good fit. There are things, it's basically a form you got to fill out. But then at the end, there's a question that says, would you hire him back? And that's usually where you get people's opinions, but they're still limited by legal liability because you can get sued now for
Yeah, that's what I mean. The law protects.
Yeah.
The law protects the former employee,
and it shouldn't be the case.
When it comes to being a police officer, when it comes to protecting the community, there has to be a way. There has to be a way that departments can say, no, don't hire this guy.
Yeah.
Without actually saying, don't hire this guy.
The best we can do right now is, they give me a list of references. Talk to these 3 people about, see what a great person I am. Well, that's fine. We'll talk to those 3 people, but we're going to go and find 2 or 3 more that you didn't tell us to talk to and see what they think.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because look at the situation. I mean, I don't even know where this is. I mean, God knows what his because obviously he's going. I'm not a prosecutor, and I don't know anything about the law, but I would be shocked if somehow he's not, if somehow he's doesn't spend the rest of his life in jail. I would be shocked. But there has to be something to where this could stop happening. To where if someone tries to become a police officer and you do something that would get you fired, but you resign before you're fired, it should keep you from working in another police department.
Yeah, there needs to be a way that can be included in the record.
Yeah. They've got to get a law, because what's going to happen is eventually when this guy loses at court, then the family can come after the county, and you just wonder. You wonder how much this is going to cost Sangamon County, because what happened to that woman is so wrong. And after that video was released, holy crap! I just.
And the sad thing is, there were some disciplinary issues that were known. They were documented, but still, hey, this is my so-and-so, and he's recommending to you that I get this job. Okay, fine, you're hired.
Well,
that should be a prosecutable offense also.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That should not be, I'm connected to this person, so hire me.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, it's cost, and it ran up the chain. Even the governor had questions. And now Sheriff Jack Campbell, who was just an incredibly decent man. I'm friends with Jack, but it cost him his job. He's no longer the sheriff.
Well, now see that. Okay. I think more. I think I know Jack very well. I think Jack chose to just say fuck it. You know, when the governor said he's gonna do it, and think, I think Jack said, "Fuck it, I put in 30 years. You know, I'm 60 years old. I can retire. Fuck it, just I don't want that. I don't want bullshit. I think move on."
I also think that Jack. I think the reason that he said that was because, well, the community's demanding that I step down. Screw it. I'm not going to fight anything. I'm
not going to fight you people with it.
I'll just step down. And and now the coroner is acting as the sheriff, which, by the way, I can't believe so many people were surprised by that. That has always been the law in Sangamon County.
That's the line of succession. That is the next person in line.
When I was on WMAY, I brought that up. When they were trying to name Cinda Edwards the coroner, there was a line of questioning where I gave someone, I said, how much law experience does Cinda Edwards have? And the guy goes, why do you ask that? And I said, well, because I'm just reading the Sangamon County bylaws and it says, in fact, I got to find this interview because it says that in case of anything that happens with the sheriff, the coroner has to become the sheriff. And the guy that I was interviewing says, well, that's never going to happen. And he is a Republican member of the Sangamon County board that I interviewed. And I caught him off guard with this question. But I just want to play the part where he goes, that's never going to happen. And I'd like for that to be public again so people can hear it. Because, look, it has happened.
Yeah.
It has definitely happened.
The sheriff is an elected position.
Yeah.
The coroner is an elected position. And it's just like with our federal government. If the president's gone, the vice president. Yeah, it's the line of succession. It goes from president to vice president to who's next in line?
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House. And then the next one down from that is
the Senate Majority Leader.
Yeah, Senate Majority Leader. So,
and then the Department of I can't remember which department it is, but then it goes to different.
Yeah. So the coroner is by law the next one in line for the line of succession if something happens.
Which I know is crazy, but it is something that's always been in the Sangamon County bylines.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a rule for as long as possible. So there you go. So right now our county has no sheriff. The coroner, which by the way, our coroner does not have to have any. If you want to look at something, look at the rules for the coroner. The coroner doesn't have to have any kind of.
They don't have to be a doctor.
Yeah, you don't have to be.
Really?
Steve could be coroner.
I was this close to being deputy coroner in Christian County. There were 6 of us in line for it, and I was like number 4.
It's crazy, right? I mean, I don't know, but it's just the way the rules are. So they're just following the rules. So I don't know who the next sheriff's going to be, and when is the next election for sheriff?
2 years.
Oh man. Yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to run.
Hopefully somebody with see, I don't know what Sheriff Campbell knew. That's the thing. Nobody knows what he knew.
I don't know.
Everybody speculates as to what he knew and what he allowed to happen. We don't know what he knew.
Yeah.
I just want the next person to be a little more involved and a little more aware of what's going on and a little more accountable. I want somebody that if you're going to put your signature on this hiring form, I want you to know who you're hiring.
And also, it wouldn't be bad to see someone of a diverse background run for the role of sheriff.
No,
it would not be bad for this county.
I don't know. I wouldn't be.
Would not be bad for this county to have someone who isn't, the same old thing.
Yeah. An old white dude.
Yeah, I'm saying if I was an African American officer who had a lot of years, I'd run. Or if I was a woman, I'd
Uh,
run.
I have no way.
Springfield has a history, and a lot
What
of
do you
people
mean? Ain't no way. Steve, you were very quick to put an end to that. You don't think that there's any way you don't think there's any way we would elect a female sheriff?
Me?
Yeah, you don't think we would elect a female sheriff in this county?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with a female sheriff?
The audience awaits your answer, Steve.
Are
I'm
you
not saying
sexist?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying there's going to be a female sheriff.
would you be opposed to a female president?
No, not at all.
All right, I'm just wondering if you would be. Would you be opposed to a female sheriff?
No.
Okay.
Would
I
you be
don't think-
opposed to? Would you be opposed to a non-white sheriff,
No,
whether
I think
Hispanic
I know a
or
perfect one, but he's probably already retired. But because he'd be in his probably 70s. If he's
Springfield has a
alive.
history of being racist, though, subversively racist. Not overtly, you can't do it because you're black racist, but working against non-whites in a passive-aggressive kind of manner. Springfield has a history of that.
I would have no problem with that. I'm really upset because Jack now won't be. I've only got a couple more days to get in trouble here in Sangamon County where I'll be able to get out of it. So. I got till the 31st this
And
month.
you're gonna have to
And
behave
that right
now.
there is what is the issue we had with Grayson.
The guy should have never been hired. I don't know how they hired him or what happened, but he should have never been hired.
No,
He should have never been hired. And listen, I don't think the sheriff had anything to do with any of that stuff. But listen, where does the buck stop in the situation?
Yeah. True.
It's gonna go. It's going. I'm sorry, but this is just how it works. People are mad. Somebody had to pay for it.
Yep.
And I'm sure that even Jack Campbell knew that it was eventually going to fall on him.
yeah,
I haven't spoken with Jack in a long time, but because I used to work, but I worked out with Jack. I do consider him a dear friend, but I haven't spoken with him since this stuff went down. And I would be shocked to find out that he didn't see this coming.
Oh,
And it did not surprise me that the governor called for him,
right. Yeah.
the governor has to make a show of being
Yeah, of course.
proactive.
Yeah.
Somebody must pay.
The governor has to stand with the people. And by the way, it was clear where the people were going on this.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, let's be thankful that we didn't have here in Springfield. We didn't have riots.
Right.
We didn't have any of that. We didn't
that's
have any of
scary.
the community discourse that other communities have had. Thank God.
We were actually told on a couple of particular days, you're staying home today. Do not come to work. And for those of you that have to come to work, do not wear any clothing that would delineate who you work for.
Right.
So there were times when people were worried that it could have gotten bad, and it didn't. Thank God.
So I went to work in jeans and a Chicago Blackhawks t-shirt.
Well, good.
But the family actually came forth and said, keep it peaceful.
Yeah, which I thought was very nice.
And
But
they actually had
the whole situation is so sad. The poor woman obviously had some issues.
issues that were already known about. She had a history of these issues. Her family said it. The dispatch center had a record of all the times she's called for similar situations.
So they should have shown up with help for her. And
There should have been a mental health advocate.
They sent over police officers, one of whom had one thing for her, and it was his gun.
Yeah. They should not have gotten out of their cars.
And that same person that same person was on her porch saying, well, she's got to hide the drugs before entering the apartment. And that person's defense is, well, she could have thrown boiling water on me, even though he was
10 feet away.
Yeah, I don't know how someone was going to throw boiling water from that, or how she would do it. She's only, good Lord,
tiny.
Yeah. I don't know her height.
110 pounds.
Yeah.
She was only 110 pounds. Good Lord.
Do you realize what electricity and water would do if he would have tased her?
She wouldn't have needed to throw the water. She wouldn't have felt the urge to throw the water.
Exactly.
If they hadn't been scaring the shit out of her.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
She feared for her life at that point.
That's not how you handle a mentally unstable person.
They should not have gotten out of their cars until there was a mental health advocate on the scene. That should have been the first person to make contact.
And I don't know who the guy was, because there were 2 police officers there. I don't know who the officer was who turned his body cam on. You got to remember, the guy who did the shooting, he turned his body cam off.
Yeah.
When he left his car, his body cam was not on. Yeah. And the law says they have to have it on, but somehow his was turned off.
You're allowed to turn it off during breaks and when you're in the bathroom and things like that. And some people legitimately forget to turn them back on. Yeah. But they have a built-in feature that constantly passively records, so that when you finally do activate it, whatever happened 30 seconds prior to that gets added to that video.
Oh. But I'm saying the other police officer that was there, his was on.
Yeah.
And that's how they got the video.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God for that. Because who knows what the story would have been if it was off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Who knows what would have happened.
I get the feeling that this dude probably left his off on accident, so it can't hear what he's talking about, and things like that.
And I'd imagine most of the calls it was off. You know what I mean? I bet he had his turned off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because he's a dirtbag.
And we'll see how this case goes on. But
I want bad things to happen to him.
Yeah. It's going to be. I think it'll be very interesting as time goes by on this. I really do.
I hope he develops a taste for pillows, because I want him to bite a lot of them.
Well, I certainly don't know. They're going to move I know he's been going to Sangamon County. Sangamon County, but I imagine they're going to move. They're going to ask for a removal of. They're going to ask to have
change of venue.
Yeah. Which I don't know if it'll be Menard County or. He's worked in Logan County, so it's not going to be Logan County, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's going to be Menard or Macoupin or where it's going to. But I think he worked in Macoupin County too. But I don't know. You said he was in Girard.
Yeah.
Girard's in Macoupin County, right?
Yeah.
Verdon's in Macoupin County.
Pawnee, Kincaid, Verdon, Auburn, Logan County, and Sangamon County.
Yeah.
Pawnee's in Sangamon. Kincaid's in Sangamon.
Kincaid's in Christian.
Verdon's in Macoupin.
Kincaid's in Christian.
Kincaid's in Christian. And then
part of it is.
But I'm just saying none of the jurisdictions. So Menard County is the one. Yeah, that's the closest one that he hasn't. Yeah. So they'll move the trial, but it still doesn't matter. The jury they're going to get to be familiar with it. And the union. I know he's part of a union, but is that who got his lawyer?
I think he hired outside counsel.
Did he hire outside counsel? Oh boy, I'd hate to. Could you imagine the guy who has to try this case? Oh man. Damn. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But the guy did one thing. The guy said one thing. He made him shave.
Yeah.
Because you look at the picture of the guy He looks like a completely different guy since he shaved out.
Yeah, he shaved off his big Viking beard.
Yeah, because he had that big beard and he really looked the mugshot, he looked very intimidating. He just looks like a nice clean shaven white boy in the
And that's the effect they were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. I don't know what it's gonna be, but the whole thing is already not looking good. Oh crap. Anyway, listen, I got through it. How about this? I got through another 2 hours today.
Yeah.
Yay.
Sleep, but at least we got through it. Very happy.
So what time will you be asleep so that I don't come by to bandage you when you're napping?
I don't know. I'm sure I'll fall asleep after at some point as soon as the show's over, I'll go to the bathroom and then I'll sit down in my recliner, say I'm going to do work and fall asleep. The hematoma cannot co-host.
Put the hematoma on your loudspeaker.
Hematoma.
Oh God.
By the way, I sent Christina pictures of the hematoma yesterday. I think
You
I also
sent me
sent,
a picture too.
I sent to you too, Dan. I know I sent pictures out yesterday. And Steve, did I send one to you?
Yeah. I think we should name it.
Yeah.
No. You just said, Big Steve chasing pussy. I don't know where that came from, but
That sounded like a drug-induced text. I don't know.
yeah.
But I did send out pictures. I sent out pictures to Christina and Dan yesterday, I think, just to
Name
show
it
them.
Earl.
But I was showing the picture to show how the shrinking has gone down.
Yeah.
It's a lot smaller than it was, post surgery. So yeah. Pablo says, did Christina send back pictures of her? No,
I did.
yeah.
What? Yeah.
Dan is the only person who sends me. Dan is the only person who ever sends me titty pics, and it's usually his titty is in Big D's mouth, or it's usually some kind of disturbing photo like that.
Well, yeah. Gotta make it interesting.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't get. Nobody sends me any topless photos except for Dan and Big D, unfortunately. But yeah,
Steve, start sending him pictures.
I got through another 2 hours today, so I'm very happy for myself. By the way, no concession stand tonight. Unless if Tom wants to do it with Jason, that's fine. But I'll be back here tomorrow. But my plan is to do both the morning show and the subscriber show tomorrow. That is the plan.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Christina was just pointing to her text like some kind of big news came across.
Oh no,
No,
the
the school was
school
calling,
just tried
and she
to
didn't answer
call and I
anything.
didn't hear it.
Oh shit.
I thought there was some kind of emergency news. I was like, oh my God, did somebody die?
Little boy school, big boy school.
We don't know.
Don't know.
Oh
They
no.
all come up the same, so
Oh.
what'd Gabriel do? No.
Oh, look for the
Yeah,
voicemail.
call back.
Who knows? Who knows what these children are doing?
I know my mom will be like, I know he shit his pants. I'm bringing some more underwear.
Did your parents get called when you were in school over you?
Yeah.
Over
If they
you
call my
sorting?
dad, like, well, call his mother. Well, we calling his mother when he's not there. So I gotta leave work. I'll go home, get him some underwear, and I'll bring him up.
So your poor father was president of a bank.
Yeah.
He would have to leave the bank.
To bring his 8-year-old son clean underwear.
And his
12-year-old
14-year-old son clean underwear.
I would
13-year-old
just
son.
take
He would
clothes
have
with
to
you.
leave the bank and run to his house and grab underwear and then bring them to the school
Yeah.
for his 12-year-old son.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And
you
then he'd say,
stopped those
I say,
long?
Dad, did you bring a bag? Mom brings a bag. You put the dirty ones in. He said, let's throw the fucking things in the garbage can. I ain't taking those stuff. I have to go back to work.
Did he whoop your ass while he was there?
No.
Because I think I would have.
12 years old. I could see that for like if your kid is like 4.
Yeah.
I did not have a son. I had a daughter. And by the way, my daughter never soiled herself at school.
Oh, I probably did on a regular basis if I remember right.
Oh.
There's a whole list of things we don't need to know, and this is really close to the top.
I don't remember ever having to go to school to bring my daughter extra clothes because she soiled her clothes at school.
I didn't always soil them. I peed them too once in a while. If I get to laughing too much or running too fast.
That would be soiling. I remember my mom having to bring me new pants because I ripped them on the playground. But that's
that never happened to me. I don't remember ever
Oh my God.
ever soiling any underwear, anything at school. I just don't remember that ever happening.
Oh, poopy pants, Steve.
And thank God.
I've soiled underwear. I've soiled jeans. I've soiled beds.
Oh.
He's reading off a list of accomplishments.
I've soiled couches. I've soiled recliners. I've soiled towels.
I cannot imagine
The floor.
Floors. I've soiled the floor.
That would be too.
I was sick that time. Though. I was sick.
I simply cannot imagine how that would be for everybody involved. That is terrible. And you did it all the way up to 12 years old?
He did it all the way up to 57, right?
I mean, I think there was once my daughter forgot something at home and my wife had to run something to the school but I don't.
There was a time period from probably.
At some point, I'd be like, no, give it the F. Give it the F. When I'm not gonna.
14 to 36. I don't ever remember soiling myself.
Well, congratulations. Did you never shit yourself when you were playing like a football game, did you?
No. Well, I didn't know because see, I wore my underwear, then I put a pair of shorts on over, and then I put my girdle on. So unless it was a major shit that ran down my leg, I'm good. The shorts would stop it from getting on my girdle.
When I played football, I wore a jock.
Well, I wore a jock too,
but I would wear an athletic supporter.
Yeah,
and then I just put my pants on.
Oh no,
I don't remember. I didn't even wear underwear when I played football.
Oh no, I wore and I wore shorts too under my girdle. Then that way my girdle didn't rub on my legs so bad.
I wore a jock, and then I wore this waist thing that had pads on the side.
Oh, see, I had a girdle. I had a girdle that held my butt pad, my side pads.
No, I was just bare ass underneath my pants. I don't remember ever having an issue with my pants.
My pants just had the knee pads and the thigh pads.
Did you wear white pants? Did you guys wear white pants?
Yep, we wore white all the time. Always pants, yeah.
You didn't get stains in back of your white pants, did you?
No, by the senior year, they were pretty permanent stains all over them. So my mom tried everything. She bleached them some bitches all the time. I would be like, where are my football pants? They're soaking. They're soaking.
And the same with basketball. When I played basketball, I just wore an athletic supporter underneath the basketball shorts. And we had white shorts and black shorts for home.
Oh.
But I don't remember ever soiling any of the basketball clothes.
They're blue now. I want to play football for them now. They're blue. I get my pants and have no problem.
So you could soil your pants and no one could see it.
Yeah, nobody be able to tell.
Yeah.
Ray, didn't you say we had to end the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Could you get to it, please?
I'm fascinated whenever he talks about soiling himself. I'm fascinated by that.
You're
I'm sorry.
the only one.
Steve fascinates me when he talks about soiling himself. Anyway, and his poor father having to bring him clothes. It's cool. Anyway, thanks so much for listening. We will talk to you guys tomorrow morning. We'll be back at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you later.
Goodbye.